What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of Rate My Club. Today, we have got 5 more clubs that we're going to look at. In the last episode, you guys loved it. You smashed the likes on the video. You generally love the idea. There's a few things you don't particularly care to see, and a few things you wanted to see a bit more of, overall stats and stuff for players, which we're going to get into today. If you guys, of course, want to have your club rated, just head on over to mixer.com/NepentheZ and get involved over there. Today, for episode 2, is going to be subs only again. But from episode 3 onwards, we're going to bring in non-subs as well. So I just wanted to prioritize subs for episode 1 and 2. And then going forwards, we'll do 3 subs and then 2 non-subs for every episode. And what I want to do today is hopefully just get another good scope. We've got a really good couple of clubs that we're going to be showing you guys. A couple of unique clubs. First of all, we're on Gary's club. Now, straight off the bat, he is stacked. And I hate this. For me, on my PC Road to Glory, which you guys will see again tomorrow, I'm clean on that account, man. I'm using everything that I can, the best I can, just to build up one main squad, and it feels so good. Most of this team is SBCs, and that EA have done a lot of that this year, man. A lot of SBC to Glory kind of stuff. Courtois untradeable, 41 goal games. Hector Bellerin untradeable, Sergio Ramos untradeable, obviously an SBC, Rijkaard untradeable, Sandro untradeable, Lacazette tradable for 900k. That's a brilliant card there. Aaron Ramsey already 76 games on him as well. Cristiano Ronaldo untradeable, over 1,000 goal contributions in 839 games. That is fantastic. Saint Maximin first owner untradeable, which we packed, I believe, a couple of days ago, and Laurent Blanc untradeable as well, with Eden Hazard in there too. On the bench, Kante, tradable first owner. Lozano, Busfragueno. Everyone's account is so stacked, man. Roberto Carlos, Thierry Henry, Virgil van Dijk, first owner untradeable. Kieran Tierney, obviously the SBC. Azpilicueta, what a waste of coins that was, huh? 59 games only. Mertens untradeable. Hattie Boer untradeable. And Team of the Year, Alisson, chilling at the back, untradeable as well. So a great team, a great first team for sure. In terms of division rivals, Gary is in Division 3, 1,560 skill rating, very respectable. And in terms of FUT Champs last week, where did he finish? Or this week, or whatever we want to call it. He finished on Gold 3. Obviously, we don't know how many games that took. Probably, what did you finish, Gary? Like 14 and 5, something like that. 14 and 3. So not bad right there. And then squad battles, nobody plays squad battles. And then objectives. This is an area, I think, in yesterday's video, people don't particularly care about looking at the season objective stuff. This is an area just I mean, you haven't really done much of it either. Rivals and squad battles, you haven't played much. 156 on squad battles. Only 105 rivals wins. Jesus, that is low. That is really low. And FUT Champs already all of the games. So you just don't play much rivals at all, huh? So drafts, must be drafts aplenty other than that. 16 wins from 74 entries. Good fair record there. 137 to 57 total return. Not too bad. And so you got 21 wins last week. So you don't have time with kids. So you got kids as well. Fair enough, dude. I respect it. Only 151k coins. And then on the transfer list, nothing major. Just a whole bunch of generic. Looks like a Sudamericana grind going on there to me. And then in SBCs, it's a shame it doesn't really show like what you have done and what you haven't done, right? It would be good to have like a history of every SBC that you've done. You've got a couple of your league SBCs going well. And then a few players to go still. Vidal, Boateng, Ogbonna. With your team, though, you don't really need them. Your teams are so stacked. And then 1 item in store. Is that going to be a FUT birthday party bag? Is it? You want me to open that right now? You want me to open a FUT birthday party bag right now? Is that what we're doing here? Are we going to stack this club up a little bit more? Of course. All right. Well, hey, this is not just an account tour, not just an I rate your club video. What is that? Is that FUT birthday? That is FUT birthday. Italian. I don't know who that is. Oh God. It's lasagna. Not too tasty. Just food joke. What's he worth? Yeah, see, he's worth less than the SBC. 4-star, 5-star is nice. Stam's a bit low. Balance is a bit low. Everything else is quite nice. But yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one, isn't it? That's a weird one. And then what you guys wanted to see was here, the player stats section. So I believe that this doesn't show everyone like people think it does. I believe this only shows tradable cards. Yeah. So when you go to like top players, this top players section just sadly doesn't have untradables in there. It has every tradable player, and that's it. Oh, look, is that the untradables here now? No, it's not. Yeah, it's just all the tradables and loans and some weird stuff. So, sadly, it doesn't quite give you guys what you wanted. But in terms of the actual starting 11 or the team in general, there's some stats for you. So, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, and Van Dijk banging games. We're yet to see a single person with over 1,000 goals on a player. But I think this Ronaldo might be one of the best with regards to goals and assists. 662 for goals, 399 for assists. Eden Hazard coming in big there as well. Thierry Henry doing quite good too. Bernardo Silva coming in quite big as well. Very similar for the goal scorers and the assisters. And then some yellows. 7 on Ronaldo. I suppose that is a lot of games to get 7. And 5 on Van Dijk. No red cards on the team. And then just last but not least to look at the match coins and such. Well, actually not last but not least here. So there you go. 6.6 million transfer profits. 720,000 match earnings. And then with the total players, 2.7k. I think it's just, it's all your generic players, right? Ronaldo, Ramos, very generic. Bernardo Silva and Sandro, everyone has. Lots of loans. Courtois, everyone has. Van Dijk, Lacazette is real nice. Mertens and Ramsey. All right, so back to, sorry, I think my PC, my Streamlabs crashed for some reason. But yeah, back to the players there. What we didn't do in the last video is actually rate people's clubs, and it's going to be very difficult to rate every club on a scale comparative to all other clubs. So each club will kind of be rated in a on its own merits kind of way. This club is pretty stacked. Not so many coins. No top end SBCs. No Ben Yedder. No Neymar. No Messi SBCs. Good amount of games and a good return. So I'll give this club, I think, a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for Gary. Let's move on to club number 2. All right, guys, on to account number 2. And we are on Dr. Daredevil's account. And just to look at this team, without even looking at this account, I'm disgusted by this team. Absolutely sensational. The only thing he's missing is a good version of Ronaldo. He's got the base Ronaldo. Let's take a look at what we've got going on here. So Alisson, purchased. Trent, purchased. Van Dijk, purchased. My God. De Ligt, purchased. Sandro, obviously the SBC. Lionel Messi, purchased. Eusebio, first owned and untradeable. And look at that return. 779, 446, and 302 on Eusebio. De Bruyne, purchased. Wow. Griezmann, purchased. Kante, first owner, untradeable. Very nice indeed. And then last but not least, the big man up top. 5.7. Look at that return. A fresh Mbappe as well. 925 goal contributions altogether. 604 goals in 603 games. That is outrageous. And then on the bench, oh, look at those reds as well, man. Jesus. It's going to be, where do you finish, Dr. Daredevil, dude? Where do you, it's all untradeable on the bench. Where do you finish normally? With the red Lewandowski, red Suarez, and red Varane. Like, that's big, man. First owner untradeable CR7. Great return on him. Lewandowski, Jesus Christ, that's a great return on him as well. Del Piero untradeable. 92 Del Piero as well. That's nuts. You finish gold 1. Fair enough, man. Werner with a phenomenal return on him. Jesus, that's brilliant. And Hazard, not so great. Obviously, you can upgrade to that better Hazard as well. Luis Suarez barely played. Politano, the 89 version. Nice return on him. Lucas Moura, untradeable as well. Bruno Fernandes, untradeable. Lozano, that's a good return on Lozano. And then Varane, only 16 games on that Varane. But, you don't need, what would make this team better, genuinely? You're looking at the better version of Eusebio and Team of the Year Ronaldo. And that's about it. Other than that, that team is... And maybe Robertson. You could go with Robertson at left back. I don't know. But that team is outrageous. So, wow, look how many games you've played, man. 2,500 games. That is mental. You must have done every objective, right? Yeah, every objective. Season objectives done. Not the foot friendlies, though. Don't care about a 100k pack, huh? Everything else is getting there. Wow, have you done a 300 on all of the other things? Wow. This is the most we've ever seen in the milestone section. All of the squad battles games, all of the rivals, and all of the champs games done. Syria and Premier League player done. The Syria upgrade and the Premier League upgrade done. That's incredible. That is a good effort. That's the most that we've seen from that area of the game. So squad battles, you're currently Elite 2. Division rivals, what division are you playing in? With that many objectives done, probably quite low. Division 9. Do you know what? I respect it. Taking yourself all the way down there just to get easy objectives. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. I respect it. Take it, like, you guys can't see, but he's in here. I'll show you. His skill rating is 298. He's all the way down there in Division 9. Yeah, don't blame him, man. Like that's what this game does for people, man. That's how this game makes people feel, to the point where it's like, let me just relegate all the way down to the bottom so that it's as easy as it possibly can be. Foot Champs weekend. Finished Gold 3 this weekend. And do you see yourself on friends list these days? I don't know if you do anymore. Yeah, so you got 14 with 7 remaining. Very nice. And then last week, you got 20 wins. So Gold 1 level player. Fair enough. GG's, man. Gold 1's like solid as well. And with that team as well, it must be fun to playing up to Gold 1. Outside of that, only 20 items on the trade pile. 1.4 million coins in the bank. Not that you need much. Oh my god, you got... Yeah, I mean, Lozano is quite cheap, but you got a whole bunch of Lozanos on there. Some other weird players sitting in there. And then, is there a draft record that we've got here? Let's have a look if you play drafts at all. Any draft record here? 4 draft wins. Not bad, man. Not bad. 48 to 28. 32 draft entries. 4 victories. Very nice indeed. And then as we end again, so the player stats section, and again, it's sad that the top players is only tradable, but this does have all of his team of the years in. It doesn't have his Ronaldo in, but it does have all his team of the years in. 4 players over 500 games. And then in the active squad, we've got, what's that, 6 player. Man, see, this is what I love, man. I would love to look at my club and see my players have 600 and 700 games. But the thought of actually playing 600 or 700 games of FIFA is just not something I can get behind. You have got a lot of goals on a lot of players, man. That is phenomenal. Ronaldo and Mbappe both with over 600 goals each. Ronaldo, Mbappe, and Eusebio with over 300 assists each. That is a quality club. Couple thousand players in the club as well. 3,000 players in the club. And let's have a look at that top few pages. Obviously, all your big team of the years and such are going to be right there. Your loans are coming in as well. A few more loans than that. Lewandowski. And nothing like crazy high after that. Griezmann and Keane, Bernardo Silva, Sandro, and Hazard. So your main team is literally your main big players. And then after that, there's Diego Costa. And is that another Eusebio, the 89? No, it isn't, is it? You got Cruz, you got Fred, Osimhen, Bruno Fernandes, Milinkovic-Savic, Bellarabi, Handanovic. Yeah, this is a stat club. In terms of like rating this club, like you've actually got the SBC cards to have the SBC cards. That's crazy. You're not even using them in another SBC. That is a nuts club. In terms of the club, I gotta only rate this a 9 out of 10 for no other reason than there's no team of the year Ronaldo. If there was a team of the year Ronaldo on this account, this would be a 10 out of a 10. But that is an extreme... Like, don't you think, Dr. Daredevil, that these cards are just utterly pointless all the time? All of these 85s and 84s you're just never going to use. But there you go, guys. That is... I wonder what, like... What are you saying for, like, fitness cards and stuff? Are you a hoarder or are you a seller? A little bit of a hoarder by looks of things. Let's have a look at fitness. Yeah, a little bit of a hoarder there. So there you go. And that is account number 2. That's a banging account, that is. Let's move on to account number 3. All right, here we go on account 3, guys. This is a free-to-play account of Lara. I don't think it's first owner, but it might be. Just 12. Wow. So, guys, that last account, Dr. Daredevil's account, he only spent 12k FIFA points at the start and then went unassigned early days to make all those coins. That's insane. That's insane that, like, by abusing unassigned and potentially missing out on opening a few packs here or there or doing a few bits and bobs here or there, you can make absolute bank. That is insane. So here we are on Lara's account. We'll start with his squad. He's got a FUT birthday squad going on. Pope in goal, off chem. Don't know if I'll be into that personally. Team with Robertson, first owner in the right hand side there at right back. Big Virgil, wouldn't you? Oh, I suppose it's untradeable, right? So Virgil van Dijk in at centre back with that 5-star weak foot, and Hernandez at centre back with the 5-star, 3-star first owner and untradeable. That is a really nice card, that Hernandez as well. His brother Hernandez at left back. That for me is the best left back in the game this year. I think he is slept on massively. That's a first owner untradeable. St. Maximin in at the right-hand side there. 28, 31, and 23. Very nice. Not a lot of games on this account. First owner, untradeable Kante with 300 games. Douglas Costa, first owner with 33 games on it. That Douglas Costa sucks. Mesut Ozil already with 117 games. Fred from season objectives. De Bruyne 94, 500 games, 180 goals, 168 assists. And then first owner Paulinho in there as well with 300 games. Bench is stacked. David Luiz there, the SBC David Luiz. SBC Ramsey. Ronaldinho, first owner tradable. Wow, that's a hell of a pull, that is. He's not even... See, this is one for me where I'm like, if I had a player like Ronaldinho on my bench that was tradable, I would probably sell him and use the coins to buy something else. Di Maria, big card. Look how many games on that as well. 483. Kent in there as well. The usual suspects. Hector Bellerin, Dan James, Kieran Tierney, Alexandro as well. Armavi as well. There's just so many players and not a lot to do with them. Hernandez and Hernandez are good. Van Dijk and Robertson are great. Pope, fair enough. I don't know if I'd play Pope off chem. I'd probably put Lloris in there just to get full chem. But if you want to use that... obviously, that FUT birthday card. It's a nice team, for sure. It's a very nice team. And then looking at the club, let's go ahead again and look at season objectives. He already has Fred, so he's finished those. Not a lot going on. Not a lot left going on here. Squad battles, 2. And then mostly done outside of that. And what about milestones? So champions, you're up to 230 for wins. Premier League, League 1, and Bundesliga, you've got to go. But you've done... rivals and squad battles for dubs. Syria, La Liga, Syria upgrade, and La Liga upgrade for the milestones. Not quite as many as a few of the other, well, of the first account that we looked at, but that is a good effort. No squad battles involved there. And then in division rivals, the division is Division 6 with a skill rating of 848. FUT Champs is coming up next. What do we get for FUT Champs? Could use that Van der Sar in goal. Yeah, would probably be a bit better. FUT Champs this weekend, Silver 1. And do you know what? I don't blame people stopping at Silver 1. Get that guaranteed qualification for the next week. Get a guaranteed high-end red player pick. And then that's it. And then previous week, 13 wins. There you go. Was that 13 wins, or was that the one below 13 wins? Either way, only playing to like gold 3, silver 1, and I don't blame people. You can see why his squad, people play the menus way more than people play the game. Although Dr. Daredevil had hundreds and hundreds of games on some of his players. Into the draft, 6 wins from 84 entries. Fair enough. Good return there. The 6 wins is pretty nice. And then trade pile, just 24 items. Million coins in the bank as well. Nothing major on a trade pile. Just like scrapes, I suppose. And then last but not least, 4K players in the club. And then Di Maria coming in with that top scorer spot. 512 for De Bruyne, 483 for Di Maria, David Luiz and Van der Sar, and Robertson coming in big with the games. Goals, big on Di Maria again. I love this Di Maria card as well. I think he is phenomenal. I think his FUT birthday card might be one of the best cards in the game that I've never used. 5-star, 5-star, and that Di Maria is massive. Was it 17? Sorry, I didn't. I looked at the one below you, I think. So 17 wins last week. So just one away from that 18 red player pick. That's tough. Di Maria with the most assists. So Di Maria and De Bruyne are your two go-to guys, huh? That get you the most goals and assists there. Fair enough. Very nice indeed. And then for the players, for the first sort of like 5 or 6 pages of players that are here, what have we got? So nothing outside of the players that you got there. So you got Prime Moments, Miroslav Klose, first owner, untradeable. Jesus. This card looks nuts. I know he's got low agility and balance, which is why you've got an engine on him. This card looks nuts. I think this card might be like one of those ones that are slept on. Big card to have just chilling in the club. They're not even on the bench. Iniesta, Silva, Suarez, Rooney, and again an account that we see that's stacked full of all of these SBC cards, and it makes me think 2 things when I see all of these SBC cards. The first thing it makes me think is, EA, please give us a reason to use some of these cards. Please give me a reason to use them. You know what I mean? There's so many players here that all of us could play with, but we have no reason to. And number 2, it makes me think, imagine how many coins have been wasted on SBCs that are like literally dead weight in a club. Whereas if you didn't do those SBCs and just purchased a player instead, how many coins would you have? And what would you be able to buy with it? Would everybody's team look like Dr. Daredevils if you just basically just didn't dump all of these coins into all of these players? Even if you think 50k here or 80k there or 120k here, and then you think of that over like 30 or 40 players, all of a sudden you're looking at millions of coins. And that's enough to buy Team of the Years, other high-end FUT birthday cards, high-end Future Stars cards and whatnot. This club is stacked. I'm going to give this club an 8 out of 10. I think the team's real nice. I love the fact that you're just a standard player. You know, you're Division 6. You're a Gold 2, Gold 3 player. You got a stacked club. You got loads of SBC cards. You got a load of games played. Over 2,000 games for you as well. I'm going to give that club a solid... In fact, for you guys watching, rate down below the club so far. Club 1 out of 10. Club 2 out of 10. Club 3 out of 10. And when we get to 4 and 5 as well, rate them out of 10. And see where we go with it. So I think that's an 8 out of 10 for that club. Just a really stacked account. A lot of time spent on it. Fair enough. Fair play. Let's move on. All right, guys. On to the 4th account. And Boogie said that his club is almost as good as Bateson's. So we're going to see. He's got 1 million coins, 1,000 wins, 500 losses. Before we look at the team, let's go through the first. Let's wait to see if he's truthful or not. So almost level 30. Most of the objectives done. A few of them not, but who really cares about that? None of the milestones really done. Premier League and Serie A player, champions and rivals. That's it. And then for squad battles, yeah, well off the mark. Just anyone that's done 300 squad battles games, god damn, man, like that is something else. In terms of your rivals, you've got a lot of weekly score in there, 13,000 points. You're in Division 4, very respectable, 1,300 skill rating in that. Very nice indeed. And in terms of FUT champs this week and last, you finished Gold 3 with 14 wins. And how many games left, Boogie? You finished 14 and 1? See, I finished 14 and 0 once and stopped playing, and people are like, just play on. Why wouldn't you? This must be what you feel like with me when I stop at like 14 wins and 1 or 2 losses or no losses. Because I'm just like, man, if you finish 14-1, just play on. Why wouldn't you? And then I know the answer why. Like, you don't have to tell me. I know the answer why people finish 14 and 1. And last week, 18 and stopped. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So that's champs going on. So your draw, where'd you get your losses from? Rivals? What's your... Okay, so 1 win from 19 entries. Not the best. How can you go 14-1 in champs and barely break even on draft? That's very surprising. Very surprising. And here we go into the squad. A club as good as Bateson's. Jesus Christ. What on earth? Dr. Daredevil, this straight away is better than yours for no other reason than he's got Team of the Year Ronaldo. 6.7. He's worth like 9.5 million now, isn't he? Tradable and fresh. Prime Moments Eusebio for 15 million coins. Tradable and fresh. Mid Hullet. Still 5 million coin player. 1,000 games. What? 1,100 games on that. That's incredible. First owner player of the month, Neymar. Team of the Year, first owner, Kante. Marcus Rashford's foot birthday card. He's not really doing bits for you, is he? That Alexandro card, which is brilliant. Prime Moments Ferdinand is only 2.1 million. That's surprising. His reactions are pretty poor. His card outside of that, though, is like unbelievable. That's really surprising. He's that cheap. Big Verge for 3 mil. Trent for 1.1 mil. And then Alisson first owner. I feel like I'm the only person in the whole of FIFA that didn't get Alisson first owner. Kimmich, Pogba, just chilling on the bench. De Bruyne first owner, chilling on the bench. What on earth is this team? Look at all these icons as well, man. Adama Traore, untradeable. Kent chilling in there. Werner, what a waste of coins that was. 18 games on him. 96 Lewandowski, first owner, untradeable. Prime Moments Makalele, first owner, untradeable. Bernardo Silva in there. Keane, purchased. God knows what for. Kaka, untradeable. Eden Hazard chilling in there as well. That is one hell of a squad. And that's how you get 14-1, man. When you got a team like that, that's how you get 14-1. In terms of your transfer list, what you got on here? Nothing much. Interesting. And so in terms of your club, 5k players. Let's have a look at the player stats first. That Hullet has got banging amount of games. 1,137 games is mental. Loads of cards over 400 games. And then good goals on Ronaldo, good goals on Hullet. Not compared to his games, but I suppose you probably play him at like midfield or CDM. Great return on Eusebio. Good return on Kent for what would likely be a sub as well. And then Hullet with loads of assists. Ronaldo, the good amount of assists. De Bruyne with a good amount of assists as well. And he's like, imagine having Team of the Year De Bruyne just chilling on the bench. I couldn't. That's nuts. And then looking at the actual club in itself, what other players have you got here that we didn't see? Rooney, Sané, Iniesta, Ramos, Red Koulibaly, Boateng, Van Dijk, Villa and Luiz, Ziyech, Inform Son, probably untradeable, right? Yep, first owner untradeable Son. Red Dybala, very nice. Player of the month Fernandez, Vidal, Havertz, Mahrez, Van der Sar. Now this is a stacked account. I can't give this 10 out of 10. I have to give this 9.5 out of 10. And there's two reasons that I can't give this account 10 out of 10. Number one, it doesn't have Team of the Year Messi. So you can't, you know what I mean? Like, and not many of his Team of the Years are first owned. That counts. You know what I mean? That counts. Number two, no top 100 finish. I think a 10 out of 10 club has to have a top 100 finish in it. What do you guys reckon? I think this is a 9.5 out of 10 club. Still banging club though. I want to see somebody that's got a club where they just don't have like anything but their main team. That's what I'd really be looking forward to. But that is a sensational club. And I could only imagine how fun it must be to have access to that kind of player anytime you want. Imagine just being like, let me just go and play with my Prime Moments Eusebio and my Team of the Year Ronaldo real quick. Unbelievable. Great club. Let's move on to the last. The last account has pretty much no actual team, but lots of players wanted. But he says he has 15 million coins. So you could buy one Eusebio with that. Let's have a look at the players that you have got. You've got Bakayoko in there. Very nice. First owner Sarr, the SBC. Very nice indeed. First owner untradeable Richarlison. Hey, me too. High five on that. First owner Bellarabi from Objectives and Cordoba from Objectives. Paqueta from Objectives. Zil from Objectives. That card is brilliant. One of my favorites in the game so far this year. SBC Kimmich. SBC Rambo. Wow, first owner untradeable Shapeshifter Kante. That must have been out one of the party bag packs. That's pretty legit. That Alwar card was nice when he first came out. He was a good one to play with. And then after that, we had Player of the Month Neymar, 186, 68, 48 for him. And that was it, wasn't it? Bernardo Silva in there as well. Teo Hernandez. Love this card. Was that first owner as well? First owner tradable. God damn, that's really nice. Kyle Walker, 1,068 games on Kyle Walker. So that's your team that is not your team. He lied. He doesn't have 15 million coins. He has 14.7 million coins. How dare you? How dare you? So are you free to play, Quilver, or are you paid to win? Have you spent any FIFA points at all? Is it? Wow, is he completed? All he's completed is FUT Champs. That's crazy. And it goes to show, guys, this is the 5th account today, right? Money at the start, then traded. Literally like everybody else. A bit of money at the start and then nothing but trading. Like, literally everybody that we've come up against, whether they're free to play, pay to win, a little bit of cash here or there, monster team or not a monster team, nobody completes these. And it goes to show how out of touch these players are with the power curve of the game. No one cares to go through the rigmarole of getting this done because they're just useless players. They are so far behind everything else that's available. It's crazy. Division rivals. You're in Division 5, 1,100 skill rating, very respectable. FUT Champs, you got this week 8 wins with 11 matches remaining. And last week, I don't think it tells you the matches remaining, but 13 wins. So what are you like a gold 3 player, Quilver? And I hope people don't like gas at him for that, because gold 3, you play till gold 3 normally. Yeah, fair enough. Gold 3 is a good standard of FIFA. In terms of people that play FUT Champs, it's not. But you got to remember that people that play FUT Champs are already the concentrated 1% of top FIFA players. So just to get gold 3, that already puts you above everyone that you know and spend time with and just play casually. You're already better than them by miles if you're getting gold 3. Online draft. Have a look at your draft record. What have you got going on here? 1 win from 32 entries, 25 and 31. Fair enough, fair play. And then transfer list would be interesting to see. He's got 100 items on the transfer list. Looks to me like somebody does a bronze pack and silver pack method. And hey, I respect it. BPMing to 15 mil. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. The old BPM to glory. That's where it's at. And then 6.5k players in the club. I do want to go and have a look at your SBC section. That's a mental amount of players in the club. Top scorer is Alwar. That's pretty weird. 1,000 games on Walker. Van der Sar, Bernardo Silva, Alwar, and Neymar coming in with big numbers in there as well. Neymar with the goals. Bernardo Silva with the goals. Assists, though, coming in big with Bernardo Silva and Alwar. This is and was a quality card. Wouldn't it be, see, this is where FIFA frustrates me a lot. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just play and upgrade him? Imagine if you could get him to 4-star weak foot or 5-star weak foot, boost up those stats a little bit to keep him with the power curve by just playing the game. I would love that, because I'm sure if you could get him up to like a 92 or 93 rated, you'd just be like, yeah, this is amazing. And then for your pages of players, lots of loans again. Kante and Neymar chilling in there. Iniesta, Bernardo Silva and Rooney. It's the same people all the time. Kimmich, Ziyech, Ozil, Rambo. The same SBCs. Diaz, Thovan, Fred was in there. Dominguez. We haven't seen him yet, but Saul is there. Akanji is there. Lena is there. Oh, yeah. I wonder if you have all of the cards. Opara, Bellarabi, Bakayoko. A few of those Libertadores cards. Shane Long is there. Shaqiri and Keane is there. Perisic is there. He's a great card as well, that Perisic card. It's just so many of the usual suspects. And it's again a situation of like, there's no point to have any of them. And it's so sad. It's just so sad. Past the main team or an objective team, players are pointless. And the objective teams just don't happen often enough because there's not enough to play for with regards to objectives. So you haven't done too many of the player SBC tab. Bundesliga is building up. French League is building up. I rate this club 8 out of 10. Lots of coins, a lot of good cards, a lot of SBCs and stuff, but nothing major. No massive SBCs other than Neymar. No team of the years. No massive icons or anything like that. No huge first owners and whatnot. So, yeah, I think an 8 out of 10 for getting close to 15 million coins and grinding the hell out of the game. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.